What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Grader coming back to you with another video. I first want to thank everyone who joined us on the live stream yesterday. Boss Bounty and I had a great time talking. The video is still up, obviously, on my channel, so you guys can go back and take a look. But we covered everything from vintage Kenner items to the vintage collection, the state of the collecting industry, the kind of culture around collecting. It was just a broad type of live stream, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And it was relatively short in length, so I didn't get too long-winded for once. But thank you again for everyone who watched, and thank you again to Boss Bounty for joining me. I received yesterday a loose retro collection, Luke Skywalker in his Snowspeeder, and I say loose because this is a pack-in for the retro collection Hoth Ice Planet Adventure game, which I do have graded, believe it or not, but this is the carded figure that comes packed in, and I wanted to, since I have it already, I have the graded 40th anniversary version, the 6-inch Black Series of Luke Skywalker in his Snowspeeder, and so I just thought it would be kind of fun to show both of these. I also did put together a very brief some information from the making of The Empire Strikes Back, a book that I have, and there's some great information in there. Just some cool production photos, things like that. And also, before I forget, a couple of days ago, there is a blooper reel from the making of The Empire Strikes Back that just came out on various sources on YouTube. I know Good Morning in America covered it, so you can take a look at their YouTube channel. I put a thumbnail down below here so you can kind of see what to look for and what the title of it is. But anyway, let's go ahead and dig right in. We got the retro collection version of Luke Skywalker in his Snowspeeder gear. Let's see if we can get a better focus there. One interesting thing that I just noticed that I probably should have earlier is that the Black Series takes a little bit closer shot. They zoom in a little bit for the card back. So you can see here on the retro collection, you see more of Luke's body. Obviously, the big sticker gets in the way, but it's a much further away shot. But it's kind of nice to have the Snowspeeder and everything, and it's just, I think it makes sense for that, given the size of the figure, the scale of the figure versus the 3 3/4 inch. But obviously, the articulation and the mold and blah, 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 all that stuff is different. But let's go ahead and take a look at this one now that I have one out of the package. But look at those bright yellow visors. I really like that they did that bright yellow. I know some people may not like that. But in general, I like that because it kind of harkens back to the Kenner figures and probably something that they would do. But a beautiful card back. I'm sorry about kind of the scratched up case, but this is what we got. One thing I feel like, maybe it's just me, but the arms look a little big to me. I wonder if Hasbro could have potentially reused the molds from the Luke X-Wing and just painted it a little bit differently. That's something that might have been a good thing to do, but it is what it is. But in general, it's just a really cool figure. And you can see here where he's got, like, I guess the hand-powered harpoon gun that he used for attacking the AT-AT Walker. So that's kind of a cool touch. But a really nice card back. And again, I don't have many of these retro collection figures. I've kind of shied away from the remakes of the vintage figures like Wave 1 and Wave 2 from the original Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back, Yoda, and all that kind of stuff. I don't have the room. I've got to figure out, I've got to cut it off somewhere. But for figures that were never produced, like this one and the Tarkin, obviously the Mandalorian wave, I've got a video up on the retro collection Remnant Stormtrooper already. And I did pre-order the Mandalorian wave of 7 figures. So I think for newer figures that were not in the original line, I went ahead and added those. But you can see that they did go with the blue saber, which is a nice touch as well. And the card back, for most of these retro collection figures is pretty generic, pretty boring. But they include that with Han, Solo Hoth, Princess Leia Hoth, Yoda, Boba Fett, Luke Skywalker, Bespin, and then Lando. So it's considered part of that wave, I guess, since it came out with the Empire Strikes Back wave of retro collection figures. I'm sure they're going to be doing a retro collection wave with the Return of the Jedi figures, so that'll be kind of a cool thing to see. I would assume that's not going to come out though for another couple of years. And then finally, let's take a look at this one. This is the 40th anniversary 6-inch Black Series with kind of the retro card back. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. I got this one from Bounty Hunters Guild on eBay, and it came back with a 90 score. But let's take a closer look at that out of the poly bag. The only time I've ever shown this was when I unboxed it, but what a beautiful card back. I love that foil sticker for The Empire Strikes Back. And there is Luke. Great likeness of Luke. I'm assuming that uses that face print technology, but what a great likeness. It's got a translucent blue saber. Nice sculpting to everything. Just really, really pretty. And like I mentioned, the photo of Luke is ultra hyper detailed and zoomed in a little bit. And so this one did not come with the kind of grappling hook that the retro collection version of the figure did. But what a beautiful, beautiful card. Here's the label on this one. It's a card of 90. The blister got a 90 and the figure got a 95. So a nice solid 90 score from Collector Archive. But really beautiful. And then here's the back. All of these I have except for Lando, which I did a subscriber giveaway, but I do have the TIE Fighter palette, the Hoth Rebel Soldier, and R2-D2 Dagobah. So I've got a few others coming back, but I decided to do a giveaway. I'm sure we'll do another one soon. But that's the back of the card back. Fairly boring, other than the other photos of the figures in the wave. But anyway, I'm going to cut here, and I wanted to share with you just a couple of tidbits of information from the book, The Making of The Empire Strikes Back. It's just some really cool production photos, and then we'll end the video with my traditional collage. Thanks for watching. Hold on one second. I wanted to share with you a few great photos from the book, The Making of The Empire Strikes Back. It's a book that I received as a gift, and I've referenced it in past videos, namely the video for Luke Dagobah Landing, VC-44. But here are a couple of shots of the film crew with Luke, or Mark Hamill, and the downed Snowspeeder. The majority of the Hoth scenes were filmed in Finse, Norway. The film crew suffered from brutal conditions in sub-zero degree temperatures. They actually had to use heated boxes to store the rolls of finished film because the cold was so extreme that it would shatter the film rolls. Weather was a real problem and caused major delays throughout the filming. Filming of the scenes of Luke exiting the damaged Snowspeeder were done on the very last day of the first unit filming. One final note before we wrap this video up. This is a great photo that was in the book of Luke at the top of the hill. And interestingly, the director added the scene where Luke climbed the little hill to see the Falcon taking off and escaping from the clutches of Darth Vader away from Hoth. He thought it might be a nice touch to show Luke seeing Han, Leia, and Chewie escape and tying all of the heroes together. That's all I really had for this video. If you liked it, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'm sure I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching.